It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life to a digital twin of the world that they can control and is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. Spola, worshiping pedophiles, wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher, no am I some pastor or preacher. Was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs, realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the golem, bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive. Yeah. What's up?
I do it die for Chi-Town, who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide down. Blue sky but high ground, a crown slash helmet. It's for my aircraft stealth spit, can't be tied down or even seatbelted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. The bust off on some ices and velvet shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for remark, you velvet. Body you not for Mars, she's a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows and shit to a fly zone. Haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still hand, but we're healing man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow I set standards. To catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as your goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm data space AC, y'all. Buster stuck in the cave. his face off. After it shaped the state, use a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, spray the adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel, a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas carol lies what your fans get. Your girls and pearls what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich. And then they want the other little people never get a piece of pie. And don't want to go for the cracker. And go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Mostly black people, I'm talking to you.
Sure. Y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah. I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, I got scope on you pills. The scope with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, and blind to the fact that blood, we gon' have this real some warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, play king or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should be disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, COVID's no issue. Coulda bloated in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or wet. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet, one turn the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence. Mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance. From conspiring to nervous. Other aspirants of violence. Tyrants of fire. Trying the giants to hide. I'm sure and defiant. And environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hyping. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm non-compliant. My refinement and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push all the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul they don't possess. Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big monsters come full circle, so vacate the premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. It's a big thing. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau or Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Akichiwa. Shines your symbols for the conscious minds, y'all. And with that on the temple, draw. I had a vision the past night, yeah, a circular shroud created successful reality from a virtual now. How? stand on my square cause they usurp your power. Them same little sneaky breezies that'll hurt you. They smile all up in your face, all up in your space. And I ain't talking all bras but dogs with whole trace. So I walk tall kittens while y'all cross slow race. I stay focused on walking through them tall gold gates. Draw magic circle around me to keep me from harm. The law fat checks purposely but peep me, I'm calm. Water, fire, air, earth, turn me from that piece to a bomb. Blow the joint, this split the range, the plane, the centimeters. I've encompassed my inner demons. 490-degree angles guarded by angel of shiny elite angels. Thank you, and I of course am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well at least I'll fly in plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners. Out of state, out of place in the space they storing us. Learning firsthand of what fate was forewarned of us. How we call when bro and I spit flows dope, man. Fly in the shell at Southampton, kept slow. Stay high, years later he's the same degree, just gained density. Gave my synopsis, he's hostile. I prayed I could say I behave by locals. I've raised my moral ground, way how my character stay fly, the conduct squared up, self-esteem, the day sky, new God on what the world's been waiting for, the days now. They out there and I don't abide by the same ethics. They fan respect, yeah, obtain the credit for keeping the obelisk erect, but restrained. That's just but the epic of my name will reign and remain epic. Circumscribe my passions, my squares, my lift. Ask, is it worth the ride? Yeah, it's rare, I spit, but the beat's churchified, so I bear my shit. It hurt, I cried, this kid and did it try to eclipse my soul, bounce back from it, announce it, I'm done with being the sacrificial lamb. The jungle, I run it, thus the lion conquereth over this numbness. Made a conscious shift, even in darkness, the sun lit on you false lights. Don't have to be gold to glitter. Actors of the but just for show, go figure you dig. Pounding you baboon or gorilla. I'm built like a silverback with hella track, no illa max than me. Masturbate her back, originally pretty, take the mask off. 360 on my square, see the circle, if not your mask off. You pormish, dash or salt, the dialogue's trash talk, your past lost, leave a footprints in the asphalt. You've an outline correction, last one, I blast off, I crash off to the next zest of living, sacredly sex some whose ass off. When she walked that ass off, I told back to it like who makes your Yanni sing. Her response, she dons me king. To who they gave me the script, my ops the prescription. This is my vision's description. Listen, I'm standing on my circle, it's me. I absorb your hate and make it work for me. Transform into fuel as I evolve. Advances abnormal, dormant, form and leave y'all right where y'all started at. Let me impart a fact. She'll be sitting in my ship as we chart the map. Thinking in destiny, the turtle and the hare. Acknowledge me as the circle and the square. Yeah.
Y'all thought it was gonna go like this? In the square? No. That's the square, y'all.
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass rock. I rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra core and heel, pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child, resident of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math, a humble beach is still a beast. Now feel the beach wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quorums, establish Big Ma's house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space. Rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Wake the heart as I survey my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face. Marks once we make knowledge, what is when ride and beast. Drop the legs, post, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is off. My turn, take the risk and smash. Most of got vaccinated with chips in they ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for bricks to their cash. Stashing, watch videos without the subliminals. Predictive programming weirdo. Sprung minstrel shows. The lands contaminated fruits and vegetables. Like minerals, the water and sky I fry. New chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beasts and whatnot. For my best option, contemplating which bar will they spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, but she's the best part. Great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face. Marks once we make knowledge, what is when time and space. Rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face. Marks once we make knowledge, what is with the right and base. Rocks.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that. Pressure, no weight, pressure, drop it in your pressure, make no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight, pressure, drop in your pressure, make no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight, pressure, drop in your pressure, make no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight, pressure, drop in your pressure, make no surrender. It's time for change, got a bounce up, your pressure's about to get ousted. I'm laying out execution style, too late with an apologetic claim. You rapped in a coca flame, by God, it's over, doing your time is in the end. Locked out, silent without sin. You put me on the letter for justice to win. The rest is about to get rolled up with some presses attached to the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Ericon. Backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful, sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just meditating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the glass, blast, and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Over hills, too late when the gaps get filled. Don't believe in TC type. Going in to close the home, you gotta act the bone. When it got the dome, when the sun was on, all red and my vision through sight. It's killing me kids whenever I write. From a bone, I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' fly it off, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight pressure. Drop to your pressure, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight pressure. Drop to your pressure, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight pressure. Drop to your pressure, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight pressure. Drop to your pressure, make no surrender. This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in everyday, every little thing you do. It's such a, everybody back off. You know, everybody like you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump. Gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like nobody ever stopped.
What's happening? I had to throw on our brother Omeka, real Omex. I've been working on it since 4:30 this morning. I got up. So I was just working on some field. I like to be doing some field like emergency med packs, if you want to call it that. I don't like the term medical or medicine because we know, but regardless of that, yeah, I'm about to go scorched earth, but I want to read some names, but I'm not steeped in fiction. So I've got these, the little country bunkin, the little don't know who I am because they talk and they think they know us based on our heavy, close to earth vibration in our voice. And some of the light-skinned brothers and sisters have it, but they don't know their true identity. But regardless of that, I like these and the black ones and the camel ones as far as just visual. So I actually received a few more of these and had one more that was just, I don't know. It's supposed to be made in America and it's like it's made cheap, by the Biden administration, but you got to remember they're so-called conservative, I'm so tired of that, or rhinos or whatever you want to call them. There's peckerwoods that run around like the guy hate this, that, and the other, and they'd rather have you run up their backside. But, so I'm going to hit them again and say, yo, I didn't call you requesting and all this, all right? I ain't your damn citizen brother. I purchased something. What you going to do with the ones that the things are popping out like you did cheap work? They're good. So I don't know what's going on. It's like water, A lot of I like crystal geyser, but I have to purify it myself because for a number of years, going back 7 and 5 years, arsenic levels high, this, that. They're claiming this every time. Why is everything coming out of California? Crap. Well, you know who runs it. And that's what we're going to get into because I'm getting tired of people, people saying things that aren't true. I say you the true Israel. It's not a place. It's a people. But Israel's a made-up term, and I'm glad that some people starting to really went back and watched some of my old videos, and they're going, "What was Red talking about?" I just use things to bring you in. All right. When somebody sent me that pendant, they was attempting to, that with the, y'all would say, Ganesha, whatever, a spirit. Like I was going to allow something of their little witchery to do something to me. This is how stupid the world is. Okay. That stuff doesn't affect me. It's like me sucking energy, sucking blood out of a rabbit. All right. I took the video down because a friend of mine reached out and says, "Red, wow, you going to tell people about that?" I was like, "Nah, for 6 to 8 months, I went and I fought somewhere. And it's none of your business. The feds couldn't follow me. Nobody knew nothing. I got a little hurt and everything, but I was already hurt. But I wanted to see what it was all about. This is the reason why I was training for the Special Forces, why I was thinking about going into the French Foreign Legion. I went. All we did was went up to the bad guys, and that's the fact. They don't know crap. It's funny how a lot of you always give energy to things as if they see and know all, or the things behind the hidden places. They don't know nothing. So whenever you see me, sometimes people say, sometimes your eyes, Red, tell a different story. Don't worry about that. I'm fine. Would I go back for the bad guys? Of course. I wouldn't care if I was 70 or 80 or 120. And you can see the look on their face. That's why I say I won't say nothing to you. And my friends here, Combat Fest, be like, "Where you been? What you done?" And I'm like, "No, man, I was abused as a child, I've already seen death, heads cut off, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about no damn ads. Blah, blah, blah." A friend of mine on TikTok, when I downloaded that one video y'all was watching, TikTok, the fake Jews over there that run that, they run all these platforms, all right? I'm not here to hate because I got Jewish. I don't mind calling Jewish because it's a made-up term. I don't mind calling them Israelis. It's a made-up term, just like Zion. I want to see how people get past this, and I said, you know what, I'm going to scorch the earth this morning because it seems like there's only like 1 or 2 people actually doing the research and coming back. Like my uncle said in Brooklyn, they said, "Man, there ain't no such thing as no fucking Jew." And they broke it down to me. Just like in Edinburgh, Scotland. Just another number of individuals. All right? So I wanted to read some names because y'all know I'm forced out the Navy by a bunch of dumbass peckerwoods that these new young bucks think everything's supposed to go away because they did some breakdancing, because they're starting to become more and more aware we're the original cowboys, we made all these things. I don't care about that. I've had enough of the stupidity. And what I want to talk about, you research. But first I want to give some props to some brothers in the Navy. Now, I can do it every day, going to certain wars and everything, and I can definitely do about a lot of brothers in the Navy and how they were playing out of pocket. How in Korea and World War II, they weren't hardly even allowed to get no R&R. Like, everybody else is getting R&R every time you turn around. Latinos, whatever you want to call yourself. But the brothers had to fight year around and stay. So, because they were doing their best to get rid of them. I would like to see some fat chick or some monkey come and try and test that with me. So anyway, TikTok, I made the video and they adding music to the videos. What in the is going on with Flicky Flocky? Because they don't want you, they do their best to even remove the speech and put this, when you go and you want to duet it or something, and it had the music. I'm like, oh, these people done went rabbit out their mind. Mad rabbits. Anyway, I wanted to read. And someone say, well, this ain't the date. And we'll get to the Jew part later, all right? I wanted to read these names because you see what I have over there. You're always going to read their narrative. And you can go and pull up any narrative and see whose names are on it. But are you aware that there were some Jews who died in the USS Liberty in 1967 attack? 67 attack. Now, you know, we sent over like, what was it, 300 something or 3,000, whatever, so-called Marines that was already guys, the OSS, already had idiots out there, special, operators, right? Creating havoc, learning from the French because, Kissinger, that fake Jew, he was all behind most of it, just like LBJ after they murdered Kennedy. Yes, so they can keep going on because Kennedy was going to put a stop to it. That's why Lincoln went martial law because he wanted to get rid of these individuals and they had to kill him. And then they hijacked our whole government, everything about who we are and what we are. Some people say that Theodore Herzl created Zionism. It was an invention that later became a theory that later became substance. All right, just like the Jewish people, but we'll get into that. Now, there were 34 people killed, 171 injured in USS Liberty, 1967. An attack where, before they even attacked, the Israel jets, the French, what do they call them? The ones that were like yard darts. Anyway, they were waving at them, knowing they was about to strike and kill them, try to sink the ship, and nobody allowed to live. Now, if you look at the NSA, they're still covering it up, at least up until 2017. But some people are saying, my neighbor brothers are saying, as much as they keep researching, they're still hiding that, and even other incidents. And as a brother, I want to pay homage to, I don't care what color, man. I'm not into that. I want to pay homage to the 34 brothers who were murdered, light skins. I think it was one brother. I can't remember. I'm just going to give you names. I'm going to read the names off. And see, people sit there and they say it was a cover-up. But LBJ and Kiss, they all allowed this crap to happen. And some people used to say that they was trying to bring them into the Vietnam War. We were already involved. This is the hypocrisy of these bastards. Just like after the Belfort Agreement, the British Council, who you think attacked it, who was stealing their own children for blood sacrifices and murdered British soldiers? Huh? Before they start in 1940, they killing Palestinians. Well, in 49 and 50. And we're talking about gypsies who are there in Palestine and some of the original so-called Palestinians, which is a made-up term. But if you want to know the truth, let's get into it. Let's see what we can find out. Okay? So, USS Liberty incident. 1, USS Liberty. 2, attack on the Liberty. Events leading to the attack. 2, visual contact, air and sea attacks. You need to know that there was 3 torpedo boats that went out there and hit it and lifted the boat up. Killed a lot of folk, y'all. Wounded and damaged a whole lot. I mean, the stories, if you listen to the stories, the individuals there, they have no sympathy for what happened, and they blame this government and Israel. Those people that call themselves that, which I have no issue with them calling themselves that because it's all fake-ass names. And don't worry where the words come from, how they hijack everything. And when they say convertos or conversions or converts, you need to know what they're converting to. First of all, I know a lot of people have a hard time with it. I don't care. Even my ex-wife with this Christian bullshit. The Bible is based on a lifestyle that comes from a long time ago. It's our goddamn people, no matter what. And there was no, and when people say Christian Bible in Ethiopia, shut the. Did or did not our people go to Ethiopia when the Haile Selassie punk ass came over here and helped them beat back Italy? That's all I want to know. We don't have to get into the Hellfighters law. I just want to know. Was it not written in several different places that the indigenous or autochthonous people here, in no relation to these new monkeys that popped up out of nowhere with their dumb children who didn't know real history, who they then cultivated and nurtured somewhere in mountains and hidden lands, that brought them to war everywhere, that the indigenous people here remind them of the people in Ethiopia and the doggone. It's written. So Native Americans, I'm glad y'all just shut the fuck up. You don't have no fight in this over here. You either get with us and stand with us, or shut your asses up and sit your ass somewhere with your fake identity, because they did that too. We didn't do it, motherfuckers. Anyway, so 57 years after the deadly attack, former U.S. Liberty sellers still have questions and hope to provide answers. Now, y'all can go and research this stuff for yourselves. You can go to 13 News Now, the WVEC, veterans, WGRZ.com, veterans for the Vietnam era, U.S.'s Liberty attack. Now, you remember, this was also an experimental vessel, something researched. And now the fake ass excuse, because you know, when we talk about the Court in the Nidor, would say they don't make an oath with nobody, and they're not about being honest, and they don't care because they groomed this way. They'll stand in your face, smile, and be all talking. You know, this is what they do, dismissively talking, not making no damn sense. And most people are just like, that's a Jew. No. Just because you were grafted to be dumb don't mean that you got to be subjugated to the terms of what they've created in the education system to downplay your truth. All right? So you can go watch the Hampton Roads survivor. There's a number of individuals. So I'm going to read their names. Let me go ahead and read their names. Just pay homage to fellow Navy veterans much older than me. Because you got to remember, this happened when I was supposed to be about 1 or 2 years old getting my ass whooped. All right, supposed to be. I'm just going to read the names regardless, you know, as far as the information that was compiled by the U.S. Liberty survivors. I believe Jim Ennis and Joe Medors or something like that when I saved this. Let's go ahead with first Lieutenant James Pierce. Who y'all? Born in 1924. Okay? He was active since, I think, 1941. Jerry Leroy Converse. Yes, Converse. Who y'all? Thomas Ray Thornton. Who y'all? I don't care about skin color and all. I really don't, in their ignorance. This is to the Navy brothers and even the sisters. You know, even though they weren't there, no sisters there, but this is to all my Navy brethren and the so-called Americans who respect truth compared to the vilification and lie by the enemy, will smile in your face and stab you in your back and rewrite your whole narrative. Pretty much the one that created it. Francis Brown, who y'all? James Lee Lenoir, who y'all? Curtis A. Graves, who y'all? John Spitzer, who y'all? Yeah, some Jews died in there. Philip Clark Tiedke, who y'all? Robert Burton Eisenberg, who y'all? Dwayne Markov, who y'all? John Slib Smith, who y'all? Sergeant Jack Lewis Reaper, Marine right there. He gets a hoo-yah from me, and y'all can do the oorah. You know how you Marines are. Lieutenant Commander Philip McCutcheon Armstrong, hoo-yah. Lawrence P. Hayden, hoo-yah. David Skolak, hoo-yah. Richard W. King, hoo-yah. Carl Kristen Nigren, hoo-yah. Frederick James Walton, hoo-yah. Edward Emery Reimer III, hoo-yah, seller. Ronnie J. Campbell, hoo-yah. Alan Higgins, hoo-yah. Alexander Neil Thompson, hoo-yah, old beatneck. Jerry Lee Goss, oh no, he wasn't a beatneck, I forgot. Jerry Lee Goss, hoo-yah. James Mahone Lupton, hoo-yah. William Bernard Allenbaugh, hoo-yah. Warren Edward Hersey, hoo-yah. Raymond Eugene Lynn, hoo-yah. Chief. Gary Ray Blanchard, hoo-yah. Anthony Peter Mandel, hoo-yah. David W. Marlborough, hoo-yah. Carl Lewis Hoare, hoo-yah. Alan Merle Blue, hoo-yah. Lieutenant Stephen Spencer Toth, he was there, but he was also an airman. I forget what aircraft he flew. I can't remember. But hoo-yah, sir. Melvin Douglas Smith, hoo-yah. Chief. That's the men who perished, who were murdered. Why do I say this? It's just like when they read the names of the so-called 3,000 that perished in that attack. And I shared the video of the dancing Israelis, 2 or 3 Mossad and the other 3 were teaching, and they even told on themselves by stating, this is a big game. We were there to capture the event. You call it an event, like the Event Horizon. Remember we said a warlike people? And some would say, well, if they're converts, they come from different... Did I just not read the other day all the names, well, the so-called individuals of white and black who were lynched? I didn't even read the Mexicans. Some would say those are considered the white. No, they got a list for Mexicans and even people like Geronimo and stuff like that, though he was murdered in camp by a young and put to the task. You know, Geronimo fought for the right reason. He didn't fight for the made-up narrative. He fought for the truth. He didn't fight because of crayon colors and fake races. He fought because he didn't like what he saw and the truth that he knew. That's why I don't really have conversations with Native Americans with that bullshit narrative. Okay? So the name, they always say Israel was created because of great Abraham's grandson Jacob, right? Who was named Israel. So if Jacob was named Israel, could that be a state? Could that be a state? I'm asking you religious doctrine, motherfuckers. Well, Israel officially is called the State of Israel. Is a country in the southern Levant region of West Asia. How do you take true Atlanteans for the term, mispronunciation, but Atlanteans who are Judeans, Shemitic, but then it's very clear that they say Yaphet, and you got Gomer, Magog, blah, 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 all these families. And how one would play off on all the others, and I told y'all to look at the word Gujar. Nobody wants to do it. Well, it's not my problem. It's not my issue. That's not what you want to do. I did a little thing where I even put them up and talked about it. You know, they had a hard time. It's not out the league or pocket to talk about these things. I prefer people to do the research and look at everything these bastards, all these converts have done, being groomed and conditioned, made to believe that they can do the crap they do, and how everybody just sits by and allows it. Like this fake 5G. They already talked about EMF. You got everybody everywhere legitimizing the stuff 6 and 7G. The fact that most of these nuclear power plants and all these electrical and this, that, and other, when most of the energy is still coming from the ether and from you. But ignorance reigns supreme on the people while these vices were used for making weapons. Why is it that before these bastards came here, we had these poles, that what I call telephone poles, that had no wires, yet we collected natural energy? Did I just not read yesterday in Howard McAllister's when we were talking about the so-called churches, and I showed you the one picture talking about underneath them how they was able to use cool and heat, thermal reaction to create energy? Or why is there nobody's researching? I will no longer say you and us are the true Israel. I was doing that to bring people in because most people are stockpiled in that ignorance. Let's say it's the truth and they took it and hijacked it. As for those who want to get into King Bulan, and what was his purpose if he's not just a push-off, just something to throw out there? I'm only asking to see who's really researching some things. I pretty much come to my being full of all the stupidity. the Levant for the stupidity. I just watched this one cop on Instagram talking about why he feels the way he does with his white hair, Izzy, whatever. You know, he's a Wing Chun, you know. And a cop, you know, I do some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, whatever the fuck. I don't have no hate, but I don't like stupid people. Now, I really don't like stupid fucking people. Talking about it's everything in media is making him feel like he's racist. No, you felt that way because that's what the fuck you was, even in the police force, even though you talk about bad jobs. You still can't even be honest and admit the truth. This is the fucking problem. Y'all are your own worst enemy and your own fucking problem. You've been grafted and lied to. And then you get a little position in this fictional world, and because it's bad things, you never... I asked somebody that says, well, how do you think the individuals got the way they are now? Because they're now the excuse with these dumb motherfuckers, oh, y'all mostly killing yourselves. What was that Grand Wizard said, 1965, whatever it says? Well, one day we won't have to do nothing. You all be killing each other. And then who created the Ku Klux Klan? This is what I'm talking about. A lot of you light-skinned motherfuckers are so-called fictional law enforcement and all this other bullshit. Y'all are really fucking stupid. Thank goodness I was able to work something and they became the more moral motherfuckers who read this Constitution and everything else, while the rest of you still worried about who's filming you because you're doing dirty shit. You're being conditioned and trained, taking over the fucking Palestine to become dumb as fuck. And they come back over here trying that shit here, that's about to run the fuck out. And y'all don't want to, and then look at the dumb niggas standing around performing with their goofy ass costume. So anyway, in Jewish texts during the Second Temple period and beyond, as well as in Christian Greco-Egyptian texts, is that a mouthful of bullshit? Israel was understood to mean a man seeing God. Who was the only person that got to see so-called God? That means a person that knew themselves, actually, right? Doesn't that mean all men, if you know the truth and walk in the truth, in harmonic balance, in the truth of frequency and the narrative? This is what I'm talking about, how they create the bullshit. But who was the only one? Wouldn't that be the man who went up in the mountain for 40 days, came back down with 2 fucking tablets? The burning fucking bush, and they appeared unto me? Or would it be fucking Enoch? Or Elijah? Does it mean all men saw themselves and knew, and they were converted into lions or something, and they started living very vile lives? Or did something come along that they were fucking with and changed the narrative? Or is everybody from somewhere else brought here to our land, and we have been stumbling through the fucking night? I mean, think about it. I know some of you are going, damn it, Red, just tell us. No, motherfucker. Pressure. You got to figure this shit out. Or stay where you're at and do the dumb shit with these fake ass occults. Don't worry, you don't really die. We'll come and get you. All the secret bullshit. Not knowing that this is the fucking end of everything. Still want to go ahead with your dumb shit, right? As if you think you can stop what the fuck is going to happen. Motherfuckers get dumber and dumber and dumber. And I'm talking about them fake motherfuckers as well. Why is it called named Israel, not the Republic of Israel, if it's a state? And it's supposed to be the name after Jacob, you know, from, you know what I'm saying? I means I saw the face of God. Why the fuck would a God want to look at the face of murderous, contemptuous bastards who rape, pillage, and everything else, thinking that it was done to them when it wasn't, when they're converts in a fictional world who are racist, and the dichotomy of everything going against the natural order of things, or even those who are 25% or 50% still of the natural order who have been perverted by everything else? Why are so many Arabs running around calling them fucking Jews or Israel? As if it only amounts to the fact that it's based on skin tone or color, and if you, and the narrative being painted that most of the fucking world is dumb. Do I have to point everything out? So this fake ass conspiracy theory, and I already gave you the illusion of that bullshit. But yeah, here you still are. I had the ice cream out here for like 5 hours. The shit, it's not ice cream. Them things y'all talked about, I had somebody who was here throwing the shit away, and I said, hey, what you doing? I'm throwing this away. So what I did, I said, can I have that? I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna read that shit to you right now. I want you to tell me who's in control of most of the food that's fucking you up. And you'll see, and I'll tell you why I took the fucking Nikes off the way I did. And somebody say, well, that means that you believe, I don't believe in shit. I know I don't know, and sometimes I really don't care. So I just want to show this so I can throw this shit away. It's taking up space in my fucking fridge. So Airbnb left. I don't know, it looked like a son and daughter a son and his mom are having a good time. They keep coming. I don't know, it smell weird stuff like meth. The drumsticks. So I left these out for 5 hours. And look at this. Look at this. Yeah, they didn't eat them. They ain't fucking melt, y'all. 5 fucking hours, y'all. I don't eat this shit. If I was to have an ice cream, it has to be a natural fucking ice cream. I ain't eating no oat shit. I ain't eating no tapioca shit. I ain't eating no fucking yogurt. Kefir ice cream, if they had it, I'd probably partake in it a little bit, but I'm not too big on fucking sugar at all. My body reacts fucking violent to sugar now. Like I said, it's pressure. It lets me know what the fuck I need to be and what I need not to be doing. So ingredients, let's get into it. Dairy product. Doesn't say dairy. Dairy product solids. Comb, bleached wheat flour. Did we not already talk about wheat? It's bullshit. So there's nothing beneficial there. Sugar. You already know it's beet sugar. Coconut oil, and even if it's cane, it's processed so fucking much, it's nothing but death trap. Coconut oil. What kind? With soybean oil? Sunflower, lecithin, salt. You know, you emulsify sunflower lecithin, it makes up this big whippy creamy thing, right? Salt. Which one? Byproduct of what? World War II? Sugar syrup. Chocolate. Listen to this. Chocolatey, A-L-A-T-E-Y, coating, in parentheses, coconut, listen to this shit, coconut oil, palm olein, O-L-E-I-N, sugar again, cocoa powder, reduced mineral whey. Do y'all know what reduced? Man, let me pull some of this shit up. Natural whey protein, alpose nutrition, sweetened with what? No added sugar, 0 calorie sweetness, fillers, or other nasties. Premium organic. That's not organic right here. Reduced minerals whey, RMW, is a product obtained by the removal of a portion of the minerals from pasteurized whey. Why the fuck remove the minerals? I'm not going to say anything else. Listen to this shit. Okay? Milk powder, soy lecithin, chocolate, palm oil, natural flavors, skim milk, as if that's some good fucking thing. Again, sugar, corn syrup, cream, coconut oil again, maltodextrin. Now you can read all this shit. I'm just going to give you just a few of them. Jesus. Fake Christmas. Anyway. Ooh, shit. Maltodextrin is a food additive that the FDA, the Department of Ass, considers generally recognized as safe. Gross. However, some research has linked it potential health risks, including all AI overview, blood sugar spikes, gut health. Maltodextrin may reduce the number of good bacteria, increase harmful bacteria in the gut. Why your farts stink so bad that's eating ice cream, talking about all the milk. What milk? Allergic reactions, it can cause gastrointestinal symptoms like gas, diarrhea, gurgling sounds, allergic reactions, skin irritation and creaming, and metabolic health. I'm not going to go on and keep reading this shit. Propylene glycol. Good gracious, man. Yeah. I'm going to make sure this stuff is not, Okay, pop right up. Propylene glycol. Propylene glycol, PG, is generally considered safe, but it can be toxic if used in high doses or for long periods of time. It's used in many products, including food additives, moisturizers, pharmaceutical agents, and people can be exposed to it through breathing, eating, drinking, or skin contact. What the fuck? Short-term health effects of exposure to PG can include skin. It doesn't tell you the amount, so don't get it twisted. Skin and eye irritation, nausea and vomiting, headache, dizziness, lightheadedness, and fainting. Long-term health effects can include central nervous system toxicity, hyperosmolality, hemolysis, I forget what the term, how to pronounce it. Cardiac arrhythmia, seizures, agitation, lactic acidosis, worsened kidney and liver disease symptoms, kidney failure, allergic reactions. The World Health Organization, like they give a fuck about you, recommends a maximum of 21 milligrams of PG per kilogram of body weight. Now let's go back on damn it, who are doing this dumb shit? Here they go with this. Tapping on you and you want to do this. Okay. There we go. And propylene glycol is a synthetic liquid substance that absorbs water. Propylene glycol is also used to make polyester compounds and as a base for de-icing solutions. Propylene glycol is used by the chemical, food, and pharmaceutical industries as an antifreeze when leakage might lead to contact with fucking food. FDA could suck up fucking, and you know who they ran by. Need I say more? Let me finish up. Monostearate. I ain't gonna even read that bullshit. I think I've mentioned that before. Cellulose gel, guar gum, monoglycerides. Goddamn, sounds like tetranitritol, TNT. Carabine, that's gum, which is not fucking good either. Cellulose gum, natural flavor, annatto. Did we not already talk about annatto? Color. Contains milk, wheat, and soy ingredients. May contain peanuts and tree nuts. It says keep frozen until served. You can leave the shit out for a couple of days. I think somebody did an experiment where they left the shit out for a week before the shit started even melting. I think, yeah, somebody shared it to me saying, hey, look at this shit, Red. Remember you mentioned drumsticks. And it showed me who was that? Which one of y'all showed me the video with the ice cream sandwich, the drumstick, and then Haagen-Dazs. It says, well, the Haagen-Dazs, and then the fool ate the damn nasty ass ice cream sandwich that still looked like a bed mattress. And y'all, some of y'all got this shit in your fucking refrigerator. I already got on our beloved brother Ganja about picking up handicapped potato sticks. They ain't even fucking potatoes. You already heard what Cat Williams said about the potatoes, white fucking potatoes. They got more chemicals than you can imagine. But everybody says, and this is what's the funny part. And I took my son used to go French fries while listening to listening to DMX. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Whoa. And he's like French fries, that, and I used to get them in ignorance while I was in the Navy. All right. And who the fuck owns all that? Who else be doing sick shit, running experiments in every fucking so-called fictionalized state on our fucking land? And because y'all choose not to fucking come together in case of something created and programmed by the fucking mass hysteria of fucking news. How do you think Farrakhan was talked about for how long before he had all the idiots show up there talking about Million Man fucking March? Because he's part of the fucking problem, not the solution. Rabbi Jacob Robinson on civil rights, his friends with Martin Luther King, right? Hold on. Don't tell me they're trying to hide the fucking picture now. Oh, they're trying to hide the goddamn picture, man. They always doing the most, man. Where's the goddamn? I didn't save the picture. I think it's on my phone. I could never make sure, but I'm not sitting here trying to badmouth a motherfucker. I'm just pointing out some shit. All right? Now, some people say opportunities. I'm not saying to negate negativity. What I'm pointing out is the reality of the situation, and most people won't accept it. They'll see things for what they want to see because they've been conditioned to accept an acceptance to see this shit without actually allowing themselves. But you know what I'm saying. Controlled fucking opposition, bro. I'd hide the picture too. I can't, you know what? I'm gonna have to pull it off my phone and share it to my tablet to show y'all later. But y'all seen the picture before. You remember Farrakhan all hugged up with a fake ass Jew, right? Remember? I ain't talking about no gay shit. I'm talking about, you know, like happy to see him. So that way, if you know what the picture I'm talking about, some of you can pull it up. I really don't want to show it because it's kind of a disgrace. Some will say, well, you know, you got to do this. Oh, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. That's like Master Farad. Y'all know he was a Gujar, right? They would say Farrakhan was an extremist against Jews. Is that the case? Well, okay, so he says some good things, like you're the true Jew. What are you? You got to get away from that term, y'all. And doesn't mean that you're giving it up and allowing them to be something. First of all, you know they're converts. You know there's a lot of lies. And you know all they do is keep fucking lying. And look, why I can't find the one? Many of you probably have seen the picture. I don't have to go digging for the motherfucker. And you know, and another thing, Farrakhan, know the majority of us aren't no goddamn Africans. That's the problem that plays a part with me. Now, I don't want to hear about, okay, well, we got him with, you know, I think he was with John F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah, okay, well, you see what happened to him, supposedly, right? Okay. I can't find it, y'all. Not on here. I don't know why they hot. What the fuck? Hold on. Wow. I'm gonna go on my phone and dig it out. It's still there. And someone will say, well, what do you mean? Oh, man, don't get stuck on that shit. I'm pointing out a fact. All right? That our people have been subjugated for far too long to a whole lot of bullshit. Now, I don't mind a good Christian. I have more respect for Muslims than I do anything. But a lot of us know we're dealing with some bad shit. And it's in all vectors. But why? Where's the negative energy? Why are the people so corrupt and full of lies? Why is it my travels, everybody knew we were the Indians around the world? And I got to come back here? Is the shit that bad here? Is it that much worse here compared to everywhere else? Why did all these other countries stop buying shit from here? Was it part of the plan? While they're still poisoning you motherfuckers. Why is it that nobody's having these conversations but still running into some goddamn religion? Ex-wife talking about, first of all, I'm not a citizen and I don't recognize no fucking Christian marriage. What the fuck? But because these motherfuckers are so graven and so engraven and so locked into the fucking lie, they can't even make heads wait. They cannot get it. You're a fucking ward of the goddamn state. Well, for me, it's all a lie. It's just make you fucking comfortable. I don't need to do none of this shit. But some of you are holding on to it because, I don't know, I think it's pragmatic to your fictional lives you're stuck in. Motherfuckers running around murdering each other, killing each other, and you haven't even learned to live your truth not once, while motherfuckers hold secrets over you in their perversion because it's some fake fucking power. When I told you y'all motherfuckers are all more powerful than you can even imagine. You don't want to listen. You can tell them everything, but it doesn't matter. As long as one hears me, that's motherfucking means the people are listening. For those who want to be considered people or persons. You're sentient. You're more than all that narrative. I dig where you're coming from. Facts. How you doing, Priest of Ashes? I would like to know your name other than that. Indigo Turtle, what's going on, beloved? I am Baby Girl Solid. Beloved everybody. All Mac. Beloved, what's happening? Lucian Cooper, Indigo Turtles, Delusion of Humanity. I appreciate everybody, do I? And everything else say, AAA, what's up, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? Max V, gotcha, you already know. Okay? I just want to know. I mean, as the good brother said here, I'm just saying, there's so much, and nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong, and it's not about being right. It's just about learning to take care of the environment you truly exist in, to nurture it. You see, the enemy has done a job, a bombastic, magnificent. I'm not being gratuitous of it. But a magnificent fucking job fucking y'all up. Even the ones who think they're what they is and they're not. They're too dumb to know the truth, the history, and the truth. You take a youngling and you graft them into something and they'll hold on to it in ignorance, and their emotions and feelings will be derived and based upon that which is baseless. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. Most people don't want to see the world for what the fuck it is. That's like William Cooper was playing it safe, right? He was getting to the root of it. But how can you deny people when you're sitting there based on your religion, allowing it because you think it's right? When you walking in the truth don't mean you have all the answers. He was getting to it. He probably knew it, but he was playing careful and it didn't matter. Y'all, I still see people arguing with these individuals, and you're not really attempting to educate. And then when you educate, it's slander and everything else because they're using terms. I mean, look at this motherfucker. He just went. You got niggas now talking about abos. You got dumb niggas, and maybe they got like the guys talk to Chief Langley, right? He says, fuck it, if they want to be from Africa, I'm going to make them from Africa. I remember that. And then he was gone. I didn't hear from him for like, we used to talk to each other when I was in the Bronx and Brooklyn all the time. And when I visited Dr. Seavey at his Manhattan or Harlem shop or whatever, I used to sit out there with the sister who created the real Miss Stewart, who created and chat with her when I was going over there, with the Apollo and everything, and I hit White Castle to get my little chicken sandwiches. And she was just starting to fight for her truth that these two fake Jews, I think one of them became a female, well, you know what I mean, who stole her idea, and created Matrix and the Terminator. They have done us for no good. And so when you look at the book, the relationship between the Negro and the Jew, one's a fraud and one's the truth. But one's living a lie and the other one's just a perversion. But stop calling yourselves, it doesn't matter. Stop calling yourselves Jews in Israel. Just stop. Because you're still, this reason why they have no respect for it, because some of them know the truth. And to them, everybody's going because the bullshit they're being taught with that fake ass language and the fake ass identity. That's why I read the fucking books I read. Now, it doesn't mean that it's all factual and it's all a lie. But when it's well known, written by their own, that 87 to 90% of fucking converts What does that speak on? The people over there murdering of people, what does it say? Because they're speaking Hamna. It's not even Hebraic. The language is not even that. And someone say, what do you mean? It's a made-up fucking history, a made-up everything. And if you can't find your way out of that shit, that maze of fucking lies, how you going to ascend? How you going to rise to the occasion to be what the fuck you're supposed to be? I ain't come to stop shit. I want to just enjoy this time. You motherfuckers had to come attack me. The worst thing they could have fucking done. And they have more stupid motherfuckers you can imagine. And we got a lot of motherfucking badass soldiers, if you want to use that term, warriors. Or not warlike, just straight up fucking war. But you have been emulsified and perverted in the narrative of this bullshit. And you won't fucking free yourselves. You motherfuckers have become like an old tiny penny pinching ass Jew, like my grandma used to call me. One of the worst things you can ever fucking be. So the Nike had the fucking on the ass. It's enough they had the homosexual come out for Budweiser and all that. I don't like none of that piss water anyway. But Nike had the nerve to send a fucking, you know who controls Nike and what it means, right? By their narrative, this reconstruction bullshit. But to send a fake ass Star of David, a Star of Rim fan, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not a star. There's no such thing as star. But it's Nike. Send it over to these motherfuckers. Blue stripe with the, what the fuck? I have no respect for a lot of this shit. You know that. I don't care about it's all material. And I'm not engraving to beat my head up all on the circle with all the bullshit they do. But they're doing the shit right in your face. They're telling you, hey, look. In Henry Kissinger's book, what do you call the fucking veterans? The military. They got dog tags. But you'll get some motherfucker think he's smart. I got millions of dollars. I run 3 companies. I'm ex-ODA, blah, 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 blah. It's just dog tag, because, you know, we put a tag on a dog. And so we, stupid motherfuckers will try to explain away everything with irrational fucking mannerisms and made up bullshit. Not saying that this is how they see all you motherfuckers. And somebody said, well, look, you represent the Navy. Nigga, I served in it, motherfucker, and I took a different oath. To which these motherfuckers couldn't even maintain and keep to. Show you how much of a fraud the system is. And while you got veterans, while they bringing motherfuckers over here, giving them, paying your shit. This is why I told you the government's a fraud, but you motherfuckers still hold on to a false hope. All these niggas for Trump and this, that, and that. I'm not saying that Trump at the time would have been a slower death compared to you niggas jumping on the bandwagon because you've been conditioned, showing that these motherfuckers have control over your dumb asses. You ran for the faster fucking death. These motherfuckers, look at them, all the idiots running around and all. It's a good thing that many who have woke up and they see it for what it is. Oh, fucking too late but too sorry. And you still got goofy niggas. I got people in Montclair still talking about, Trump, God, he's getting locked up. The same motherfuckers who used to go to Atlantic City and be like, Trump Towers, oh, he's the greatest. Oh, I was over there. But this is the goofiest niggas I know who I grew up with. Some of you know these motherfuckers. And you see people like that yourself. And the Palestinians, you're always looking for some great white hope that don't exist. When the fuck are you gonna get your heads? Because a lot of you think you're native. Yeah, as far as the Native American movement, where foreigners coming to this land, established or something, to claim a fucking land that ain't belong to them, directed by them fake ass motherfucking Zionists. Boy. It's not a hate speech, y'all. When are you gonna start getting with facts? And the truth of the reality of the situation. Why is that all these fake ass Jews are on positions acting like fucking ladies? I mean, trying to act like women. Space Force, fucking Air Force. What is it, the Army, I think? Or which one is that, the other one? I mean, come on, what the fuck? I mean, when I was in the military, we had, they came out with this thing when I was in, you see nothing, you say nothing, or say nothing, whatever the fuck it was, right? Man, I didn't give a fuck. We knew the motherfuckers was in there. You still have dumbass Nazi, racists calling themselves Nazis, talking about Zig Heil. These stupid motherfuckers. You can't make this shit up, bro. Niggas running around talking about we are Thakmas Indians and talking about black power. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Now you got these motherfuckers still trying to push away. Oh, you can't do this with a gun. You can't show them this. You can't do that. Like, motherfuckers are really worried. And the control is... Oh, okay, let me stop, because the shit is funny. And the shit is real funny. You can't make this shit up, guys. To the attack on so-called American citizens, to everybody running around with fiction, the fact that I showed that most Latins are considered white, and why would you call yourself, you say you from South America, North America, Latino, or Spanish? What the fuck does that allude to? That means you're not of this fucking soil. But then you want to say Indian, this, that, Arab, Taino, blah, 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 without even know the truth of fucking history. It's not being dismissive, but they have some brothers from Mexico and some people, other places who are saying, yo, the original people, well, we got a lot of the conquistadors or the Spaniards who came here, the Pelicans who came here to rape and pillage the land, and they fucked a lot of our people up who know the truth. Why is there so many others having a hard time when they don't have the disrespect of so-called black folk? They know that the bloodline of the land is the indigenous, and they have statues and everywhere down there. I've seen them, I've been to them, I took pictures with them. Fucking hundreds all over the place. Why come here with the racist contextual contempt and speak fucking stupid when we got good brothers who are our brothers, and even regardless of what language they speak or whatever, they know the truth. You got a wonderful brother, Q Emil. You got enough, there's enough amount that most people don't know about. But they're not dismissive. I'm German and fucking Indian, American Indian. What the fuck? Oh, you're a hybrid? No, original fucking. See, this is what I'm talking about. People don't know real history. I'm talking about dark ass German motherfuckers, the ones that left over there because and came over here and was fighting, and some betrayed and some stuck. Whew. My father was Chickasaw, you know, migrated from the South Americas, Belize, Brazil, all that shit, all the way up. Came up in here, part of the embassy, you know, the so-called Chata, right? Broke off because, you know, there was a lot of shit going on, you know, a lot of hybrid bastardization and everything else. But the German side married into my mom's side. And a queer. The so-called fucking made-up Cherokee shit. And we got Gula, not Geechee. We got Gula in the family. And I had my sister, I'm Gula Geechee, you know, you're one of the fucking other. People don't know shit. The Gula River or the Geechee River? Which one? What people? What city? What clan nation? Protected? What star fort? What was their profession? This is the shit that everybody's lacking. They're so busy following this religious discourse of bullshit, not knowing that a lifestyle can't be written down that was oral and passed down that was natural and then nurtured to be the way it was supposed to be, not fucking written the way it was until it had to be. And then that was taken and perverted once they killed that individual. How about in the Bible? The patriotic one. How many of y'all really seen the truth of that? Our Lord King James. Our priest is King James. You can't make this shit up. How about the fact that the new year is April 1st, the day Jesus was actually born? How about that shit? Oh, that's right, y'all never seen it. Okay. Oh. Most people give hope to shit outside themselves. They give hope to themselves. Don't even know when things are working out, but they're speaking into reality, but they're putting another name on it. It's the energy, right? I'm just saying. When are y'all gonna snap up out of that fucking cock, that fucking... When are you gonna snap up out of that coma? What's going on, man? Lord Buckingham's lover. That's a new one on me. Hey, I don't know. Maybe, probably. Y'all researched it. They sleep at the well, yeah, man. And it's mine. But she was like sending a message to me. I don't want to talk to her right now. Talking about, hey, God, don't say God bless. I'm not gonna be less, and I'm very well who I am, and I don't need the term God placed upon me. It's not being dismissive of what something that may be, but it's dismissive of how everything has been articulated to be of the trickster, to fool people. I don't need it. We don't need it. I'm not saying that you can't have the instruction and come into a better dynamic position, because there are things that are beneficial that can guide. You know what they say Bible means? What do they say it means before leaving earth? Basic instruction before leaving earth? If it's basic, then why is it so exuberant? Why is it so dramatical? I mean, if God said kill the wicked, then why the fuck is the devil still around? Talking about they locked away because he can't kill him? Wait. So that means in the mind, we can't kill the evil. So we think sin has something to do with something when sin is the lower part of you, which is a balance, that means the harmonic to the natural earth, and the Christ factors, the Rolodex of information. That's why it's concealed in such a place that's supposed to be pretty tough. And you're sentient, the part that's supposed to balance of both, the duality of your truth. And then they create this thing to keep you away from it. And then they call you little black devils, not knowing that they were fighting for the righteous thing of the land, protecting the sovereignty of Pocahontas and everything else. Why is that people can't make heads or tail? Because they're caught up in the script of lies, and they keep tallying around and fucking with it. And then when you see the truth, like in England, when I saw the real painting of Pocahontas, I'm like, oh shit, she a nigga. Everybody was laughing around me, and they was like, what? And then you come over here, and these fake ass Jews still want to whitewash history to keep y'all motherfucking Cabbage Patch, and some of you niggas, Cabbage Patch children too, don't get it fucked up. And these orphans. And the only slaves that came over here were the boats coming over here, especially during the 1890s, the 1920s and 40s. Yes! There's a reason why I read the puzzle pieces the way I fucking do. But it doesn't mean there's not a history that's based deep in truth. When I said we had our own light-skinned brothers here, you better believe it. And then we all fought together. And then some of them decided with the fucking winner because they came pussified. And I showed people in the military, some of you who watched this who was in the military, when I showed y'all in Georgia and the Carolinas, these little trailer park communities that were birth certificates, and they had blonde hair, blue eyes, but on their birth certificate was nigger and black. What the fuck is y'all not getting? They have made you, they have distilled the truth from you and created and purified y'all with so much hate and rhetoric and bullshit based on a system where y'all POWs for the niggas that got locked up and everything else, except for the ones who found the truth and freed yourself. It's the other ones who still hold on to it, running around so stupid. I mean, yeah, I talked about the 2 Michigan kids who stole cars and they were running and they were murdered by fucking narcissistic sociopaths in costume. But how did they get that way? When you ask any motherfucking dumbass, they'll say, well, you know, it's sociology in the downtown where they live. Well, how did they get that way? Motherfuckers can't even go to the root of truth because then it disembarks them from their white supremacy. Or there's some dumb nigga who so lost, like the fucking, what's that cop's name? You know what I'm talking about. The self-hate is real with certain goofy motherfuckers. I smoke cigars and I drink dark bourbon. They don't even know the truth behind tobacco or fucking bourbon. But you know what? They run around in the whole world because they got them a little snow bunny. What the fuck does that even mean? But people forget when segregation started, they always talk about how it ended. And then, oh, Martin Luther King said, I think I'll let my people into a burning. God, shut the fuck up. Oh! Y'all not holding the real motherfucking purveyors and perversive motherfuckers accountable. And yet you still got your little knucklehead children, women thinking you could raise a man. Bullshit, not one woman. I don't give a fuck if you think you're a man, you was raised by a good mama. Shut the fuck up. No woman can raise a fucking man. The proof is in the last 30 years, all these emotionally run around, can't think when they make a motherfucking decision, motherfuckers. It takes both to correlate it, and not some goofy woman talking about, I make more money than you and you make more empty fucking fiat, so you belong to the perversion of the world existing in, like all these motherfuckers. I mean, look at the fucking little Jew motherfucker talking to the melanated women. Yeah, we just want, we can buy you, we can buy your eggs and shit. And what the fuck? Look at all the women in Detroit in the 80s when they were 70s, 80s, they were still in the uteruses going in there to get a fucking toenail removed or something. I mean, come on. What the fuck does it take for y'all to really come together? And stop being fucking stupid. Huh? There's no fucking savior. Y'all gonna keep looking outside yourselves. That I'm fucking aware of. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck y'all gonna do. You're gonna keep looking outside because you don't know how to, you can't get honest and look inside. Yep, and he must be around a group of brothers who are like-minded and witty, but he also must be able to listen to the woman who is the power, who is the oracle, who is very informative, and know the season that is appropriate. 13 months, 28 days. Or you could say whatever months they played, and the one day being that which make it the 13th month. But then do the math. 13 months, 28 days, 364 days. With you know what I'm saying? 1 month it becomes 2. And then later becomes 12. I mean, what's the gamble and the gumption and the game? Why is it that nobody wants to get to the truth that the original Bible was in what was it, Algonquin, right? And someone say, well, first it was the English one. Wait. In the English language, a lot of people who spoke English didn't speak it the way you hear it today. In Louisiana and the Baton Rouge, all of the Tennessee and motherfucking Bama and the Carolinas, my niggas that speak the English we speak today. This is the perversion. They had to have an education system to get us from speaking our own language. That's a lot of times when you hear motherfuckers roaming the family, when you hear pops, it sound like he's talking like, nah, man. It's because you don't know what the fuck is being said. You still got motherfuckers that speak the real language. You just don't know it. Someone say, it's got a little French now, a little Spanish. No, man. Accents? Man, come on, guys. This is a cleaned up version of our fucking language, a perverted one. A spell cast upon you. Gathered together by the squires and all the motherfuckers in the fake Jewish nation of fucking all the rabbis and made up shit to transfer and change the narrative. And so much more and so much less. No, y'all want memes and y'all want videos and shit. You don't like listening to motherfuckers with oral traditions and histories. You don't like listening to a motherfucker that has a little more insight on some shit. I ain't here to stop what the fuck they doing, but I will point out the shit. Is there a problem with it? How the fuck can you not see it? Frequencies heal, motherfuckers. There's people who had throat, prostate, and all kind of cancers, and they went somewhere and they fucking got away from all this shit the best. I don't know if you can today. And they got, unless you can go to a jungle somewhere, if you ain't got to worry about a motherfucker who's fake or dumb and living a lie, come out there and put arrows through your fucking heart and head. But I'm just saying, frequencies, the natural order. Imagine laying in some of the most best soil. They're spraying shit all around. How do you think that we got to this position? Because people don't like to fucking listen. Everybody thinks this is some competition. How the fuck can there be a competition when our people used to sit together and talk? And we weren't raping no children and molesting no children. That ain't starting until fucking after fucking Vietnam, pretty much, really. Somewhere during that time, the season of love shit. All them fucking drugs pushed by this made by this fake ass government. These certain individuals. Prove me wrong. Tell me about the fucking 20s and 40s if you know everything. For those who had grandmammies and great-grandmammies and pappies and great-great-uncles. Tell me about it. Who saw this shit and was like, what in the fuck is going on? I'm waiting. some people just starting to realize, as far as all the little shit with everybody dressing in red, from the bitch talking about I'm country singing now, I'm Texas, Beyonce, whatever the fuck, and all these other individuals that every time they did a show, halftime, this and another, and you got this little goofy ass light skinned so-called Irish, fucking, you know what, with fucking garters and shit, all red and shit. Tupac with the red, you know what I'm saying? DMX, but telling you the truth of what the fuck he did, you know what I'm saying? When you want to get into the harlot witch and all that other shit, why is it that nobody wants to talk about the truth? Has everything been flipped on its head? Is these spells to capitulate us, to keep us in fear and progressive to the point of religious dichotomy without searching ourselves to find our inner selves, to remove the shit because we don't give a fuck? The fact of the matter is y'all still caught in this cycle of fucking fear without even being able to raise your motherfucking conscience and then see the duality of things, to know as above, as below, instead of so as it's so written by somebody else. So be it as it is written, so as it is written, so let it be done. As above, as below, motherfuckers. Ain't no so this shit. That's like me saying, I'm gonna try and stand up. Oh, I did pretty good doing that. No, let me make an attempt. Oh, well, at least I can make another fucking attempt. There was no real trial effort in there. Especially if my mind wasn't in to stand up because I didn't want to stand up. My mind is chatting my pants, right? I mean, I'm just saying, what the fuck? Oh. That shit ain't melting. That shit ain't gonna melt. I can leave this out for 10, 12 hours, cuz. Matter of fact, I'll leave it out. And we can look at it tomorrow morning. I'll leave it right on the fucking table. My cat won't eat the shits in plastic. I say on my grandma, mama telling how they used to make, my great grandmammy and them, how they used to make ice cream. You can actually go out and still collect the snow. It don't look like little white sand, salt pebbles now. But black when you melt it. Plastic, what the fuck? How about all those storms in Texas? How many of y'all looked at the fucking, the what you call it? What is it called? Let me see if I can pull it up. I pulled it up on the phone. I don't know why I don't just make posts and ask y'all, what do you think? Let me see if I can pull it up. So they have, you know, Reuters fact check's gonna come along. Fact check: video green laser predates 2024 Texas wildfires. The video appears on an Instagram post from December 31st, 2023. Opens new tab with label saying green beam and energy weapon. Right? I'm reading the fact check first because I don't want to, okay. A video of a green beam of light in the night sky that was circulating online at least as early as 2023 has been falsely linked on social media to Texas' largest ever wildfire, which began in late February 2024 and was triggered by power lines, not a laser beam, according to investigators. According to what fucking investigators? Are we not reading in Will Cooper the same punk motherfuckers that are dismissive of certain things before he was murdered, when he was getting closer and closer to a certain truth? Regardless of the fact that he already seen the documents as a Navy official that worked in certain shit with the, I'm just pointing it out. Y'all do the research. I'm not saying these are facts. Okay? Whenever they say investigators, who the fuck's in? It's like the police policing themselves. We found nothing done wrong. The video of a green ray of light in the sky striking the land below was shared on social media in early March with captions linking it to the ongoing fires. Mysterious green laser caught on video during Texas. Why the fuck would they tell the truth about it? Wouldn't they be dismissive, like conspiracy theory? Just like the Babushka lady, that bitch from the Rockefeller standing out there taking pictures when everybody's ducking and everything, smiling. All right, and then you look at the tree. When it's first coming by, you see the whole tree. Then all of a sudden you see the cutaway part, and you see half the fucking top of the tree and not the bottom. Huh? Ah, man, come on. And then this fake ass president of y'all's fake ass land that you don't really have no title to, right? Sitting here, so, oh, no, we're gonna We're gonna lock it and make it secret and keep it secret for a little longer so we can't tell the truth. Come on, y'all, like he's really in control of shit. The motherfucker's dimensions all over the place, and every once in a while they gotta bring somebody in a fucking mask who's an old CIA operative or who the fuck to come and give y'all more illusions. However, this video was online months before the wildfire, at least in my opinion, based on what they're fucking doing. The video appears in an Instagram post from December 31st, 2023, with labels saying green beam and energy weapon, and a caption saying that it showed a green laser beam and a thunderstorm. Sensationalization may be right, probably, maybe not, I don't know. It was posted on Instagram account named Antonio Williams. Described as a video creator, Williams did not respond when asked about the video's location and whether it was edited. Reuters has previously addressed images of laser beams. So you got these little monkeys like these Moors and all these other motherfuckers who want to sit there and convince you of things. When I was as an artist, I used to see the real pictures and say, stop fucking up pictures and sending it to our people. These are the niggas that'll mislead you. So here's the picture, right, now these are multiple different pictures, but this is the one that they showed that somebody shared to me, and I don't want to see this shit. I don't give a fuck. First of all, those who know anything about fires, like the one in Orange County where the fucking aluminum rims were melted, brush fires and forest fires ain't strong enough to burn that shit. Just like the steel and the iron in motherfucking the World Trade Centers melting after the buildings came down. That's for those of us who work in the ordnance and shit. We know what thermite do. We know what magnesium. We know how the shit creates own oxygen and burns. What the fuck was that shit just pouring out, dripping? There was no material in the building, and no fucking jet fuel or even brakes. Okay, let's say a couple of the brakes landed against fucking one of them iron beams, and it was still burning, creating oxygen. A fucking week later, nigga, please. That's like Kurt Cobain. The nigga's 5'7", 5'8", with the goddamn thing on the end of the shotgun. He couldn't reach it standing up to pull the trigger. And then on both arms, he had 3 times the legal amount of fucking dope. While Courtney Cobain was supposed to be in the UK, but all the niggas around the motherfucker, they were greedy and meth heads too, and heroin addicts. The nigga was murdered. Right? Everybody believes in the lies because you see California full of the most corrupt motherfuckers in the world, and it's ran by who? I mean, how does the Bohemian Grove go from Italy to fucking New York all the way over to fucking California so they can keep their fucking rituals going where they probably was really doing some wild shit, and then all of a sudden you get this motherfucking what's his name in there who's video recording, and how the fuck that worked out, and they doing the effigy of a so-called, you know what I'm saying, burning that. Come on, man. And then you got people talking about, I'm going to fucking witch god to go to the Burning Man. Like, make it make sense. Don't worry, they got all kind of different places and lasers. Fucking, I don't know, and some made up AI. I don't know. You got AI shit too now. I'm not being dismissive. What I'm pointing out, it's funny how we just gravitate to every fucking thing that a motherfucker throw out there and we run with it. It's more confusion. North, south, east, west, by the beating around in your head that you can't never figure out and sustain and maintain who the fuck you are. Thermite in the paint's possible. It could be a number of things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be. It could be. I thought that also. Look at the real, yeah. The cremation of care. Oh wow! That's, whoa! It's an army lineman fixing the power lines. I slept in the closet Monday night because of the sirens going off for a tornado. Holy shit! No shit. They're spreading it out instead of beam. It's definitely green. I see the sky before they start and get. Okay. And a lot of y'all in Texas, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But you know, it's going to be dismissed by the enemy. It's like in Hawaii, where there's certain individuals who are whistleblowers who says, look, because you see the blue, and then you hear Biden saying we got to do something about that, because all the rich motherfuckers. All of them were having their roofs painted blue. How many of y'all know about lasers, the energy? Remember I talked about it a week ago or whatever? Look, man, I ain't getting into the facts of that shit. I'm just saying. How many of y'all remember people talking about internal combustion, and all of a sudden you don't hear about it no more? How many of you remember me talking about the Medusa weapon of ancient? You're also worried about nuclear, thermonuclear. You're giving it energy. I don't think y'all really get it. I don't really think you fucking get it. Y'all manifest shit. And you're not even manifesting the truth. I respect my native brother. I know too many. I got too many Navajos and certain brothers were natives, as far as I'm concerned. I'm eternally bonded to them, but they know exactly who we are. Well, they know. At least they know who I am. But they know who a lot of you brothers and sisters who walk around with the complexity and afros. There's a reason why I did the witch call with the Afro Asians and all that. Because y'all think that they're perm. There's a lot of people who really respect and have mad respect for you. And they do. And it's always in this fake ass media and everything else. They want to marginalize and keep the truth. There's pale skins in this country with afros. They ain't perm. They're born that way. Nappy ass beards. All right? Why do you think Everlast went to Jamaica and got with the reggae? He got tired of the goofy fucking Peckerwoods and all the races. He got so tired of them dumb motherfuckers. I talked to him a couple times. He couldn't stand it. Everlast is a real solid one. From Folsom Prison, everything he keeping it Irish and the country boy. And look, Pale-skins existed with us everywhere, but the original people, if you want to call them Twa, they were everywhere too. And that's the true story of eradication and murder. From the Mississippi to Bayou, remember I talked about the Gazette last year, before the beginning of this year, a couple years ago actually. And I talked about it. Then the people started researching down through South America, so-called South America. You know, that's not South. South is the center. And the northward is the outward. There's a big black mountain that's magnificent and water and shit ain't getting there. But these motherfuckers are gonna keep doing what they're doing because they think they got all the answers, because this shit is not new. This is tumultuous time. You are magnifying and creating it based on your illusion of existence. I said I ain't here to stop shit, but either you fucking get it or you don't. All right, you get it or you don't. You know, people gonna come over here and they're gonna be like, about humbug. Who gives a fuck about a Grinch of their own existence? Like, fuck off. I'm not here to stop shit. I don't think y'all get it. I'm here to see balance, man, and y'all having a hard time finding acquiescent balance. You won't allow balance to exist where balance is. Shit. You know? Blue melts disrupts water. The grains in this atmosphere like colors of chakras. Well, that's one way to look at it. It's one way to look at it. But it's not as promiscuous as you think, but it's a little simpler than that. People know I like to invent shit. I study math, and I used to sit up there in high school saying, how can the time, because I say the multiplication chart means to multiply, to increase. And how the fuck does, and I say this long before Terrence Howard, I think it was, they say, how the fuck is 1 times 1 only equal 1? How does it cancel out? And 1 times 0 equals 0. And then they start coming with this bullshit, and then it start, I was like, no, this is bullshit. And I used to be the only one in the fucking class saying, this don't make no goddamn sense. And they used to be like, Red, you crazy. But none of them inventors. None of them ever made anything, got it stolen. You know, I told y'all about the little fake Irish motherfucker that stole 2 of my inventions with Inventec, the tank screw and one other one I'm not going to mention, because I think I made a better version of it. See, this is what I'm saying. And then you spend the money, $60 here, $80 here, $120 here. Then the motherfucker goes to, Whacking Hut, the convention, supposedly, what was it at? It was a convention that was held at the time. It was supposed to be in Texas. I forget what the convention was. The military, Whacking Hut, and all these different places. And the motherfuckers disappeared with my shit. They called Inventec after, it was in the Bronx. It took me like a year to get to these motherfuckers. So, oh yeah, he gone. He took a lot of people's shit. That's all the fuck y'all got to say in Inventec. I stopped fucking with all these sons of bitches. People still having a hard time with the fact that I was in 1986 on the USS Nimitz. I was an I'm a graffiti artist, I used to write poems and that shit for people and their women. Jody got your girl and gone. And I used to draw a lot of, I had this idea to create these clothes and one. I used to put and1 because I was a break dancer and still doing it, taking it around the world to UK and all Germany and all these places doing the world cruise I was on. They flew me out to the ship for this world cruise, and we was met some homies, we was break dancers, hitting their windmills, 1990s, da 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 da. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna make some fire ass, because I was in the military, cargo pants with the and1 belts and and1 slip up sneakers so we can like the windbreakers, you know what I'm saying? So be fast when we're breaking. Oh, let me plug this up. My phone's about to die. My apologies, guys. I'm about to hang up. Get off here anyway. There we go. And somebody stole it. They sold it. I guess the Nike, whatever the fuck. And then next thing you know, when I came home in 2000, my brother Dwight says, "Yo, I want to show you something, man." He took me to this place called Farming Mills. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "This is name brand shit, right? That have like some defects, so they sell it like half or less the price." So I'm walking in, and the first thing when I walk in, I see these and1 fucking sweatsuits, and I'm like, I says, "Yo, I was creating this shit back in 1986, and I ain't never do nothing with it." That's what they do. They rob the fuck from us. We had candy. We had all these people, these motherfucking things, and it's some sorry ass, Masonic, goofy ass niggas, and I never knew about patents and shit. I wasn't into that. I was just like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get with somebody and find out what to do. Then have make some women I knew back in Jersey or New York to make this shit and take it out there, you know what I'm saying, and sell that shit independently, and then do like a poor man copyright. I didn't think about doing it in the Navy, like with the post office to myself. And somebody got rich off my shit right then and there. It's a fact. This is a fact. Just like my family's watching right now. When my mama came down, she came down to meet my wife, Vicky Lynn Maldonado, and see my babies. And I'm a chef, and I made fried catfish, cornbread, collard greens, blah blah blah. Up until not too long before my grandmother passed away, I went to my Aunt Johanna's house, and I chef for her, and she started walking again. So anyway, when she came down there. She asked me for some numbers. She says, "You're always good with numbers." She said, "Give me some numbers." She's a gambler. My mom would play $400 of them goddamn pickets. What's them pickets they call them in Jersey or whatever the fuck, pickets, whatever. And she used to play the numbers too. I was in Queens. I used to run the numbers a little bit. My uncle was big with that, with the mafia. You know what I'm saying? He's in Detroit. He's 80-something years old, like Uncle Jane Amos. So I gave her some numbers. I just said, "You know what? These are numbers I've been seeing for a little while. I don't know if they're any good." Sure enough, she goes to World Trade Center, the shop underneath. Dwight goes to the Penny Arcade over there in Manhattan, where he likes to, and he has the numbers I gave him. Sure enough, she hadn't talked to me for like 6-8 months, and I was called one day. I was like, "Mama, what the fuck? You ain't been calling me or nothing." She said, "Baby, I got something to tell you." I was like, "Tell me what?" This is back after I got back off a cruise. She said, "Remember those numbers you gave me?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I forgot to get them from Dwight. He went to the Penny Arcade. You know how Dwight is." I was like, "Okay." She said, "Them fucking numbers came out for 14 or 17 million. I ain't talked to my mama I ain't talked to grandma for 2 more years, man. I said, "But fuck this shit." This is facts, y'all. Family knows this is facts. This is not made up shit. So, yeah, I remember I was still beating myself up about a lot of things. My body was broken, half broken, pushing, boxing, this, that, and other. But I got to see things. I got to go around the world. I invent things. I like to make things. I like to paint, draw. Everybody has talents. Everybody's full of all kind of gifts. But I always denied who I was until the fake demic came around. That's what the fuck I said, fake fucking demic. And then I was poisoned. And then I went to a fake ass place. I think they wanted to experiment, trying to say they didn't know what was wrong with me. Biggest mistake on their part. I wonder how their families are doing right now for lying to me. But it was an Ethiopian brother who had his own practice who came in there at night, got up on the fold-out bed, because I have guests in there and my service dog and all that. And he was looking at me, and I was like, "What the fuck is you doing?" Because I was getting ready to get out of bed, and we was about to fucking tussle, regardless of what the fuck, throwing up blood and all, from my lungs. And he says, "Yeah, you were poisoned." He says, "Look, I got an outside practice. You need to get the fuck up out of here." That's when I stopped eating them motherfuckers food. And I had Knucklehead bring me all my green and juicing machines and everything, and I started taking care of myself. Stopped coughing up the blood. These motherfuckers kept wanting to give me shit. I said, "Why are you filling me with all this shit and you don't even know what the fuck is wrong with me? This is how stupid. It's supposed to be the best place in Utah. You know what Utah means. Utah. Anyway, this how dumb these motherfuckers are. And I just embraced it. And then I started going outside in the sun. I ain't want to hear about no fucking mask and all that bullshit. You ain't sticking shit up my nose, motherfuckers. And I started walking the maze. And there was chimes, holding the rocks, and humming. It was time to get the fuck up out of there. That's when the chefs, husband and wife, came up. Said, "What's wrong with the food?" I said, I don't, the hospital ain't about healing you. It's not about healing. It's about just getting you to the place where they can keep you fucking medicated. And keep shooting me up with some shit I don't know nothing about, I shouldn't have to know about, but because they're stupid, they don't know who the fuck I am. Boy, them motherfuckers came up to me every night, and I gave them hundreds of recipes. Motherfucking, they didn't like that, the CEOs there. So y'all, everybody has a life story, right? I would like to hear some of yours. Anyway, let me get the fuck up off of here. When we come back, we'll be reading. I've been on here almost 2 hours. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate everybody that came. New subscribers, welcome to the family, the tribe. All right? Let's fast. The body goes into repair. Yeah. I didn't have to do all that. It was already repairing itself. The things they were using was keeping me fucking on the border. I studied medicine for over 8 years, just like law. Everyone does, yes. Yo, you could count. In the 70s, we were learning to count with our fingers. You know, a zoom and fucking all that shit that he was doing on Channel 13. And come on, man, that's old school shit. But yeah, it's real stuff. You know, for those who want to call themselves X generation, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anywho, I appreciate y'all again. All right, it's always a pleasure. Beloved sisters, remember y'all the power. Brothers, we're the strength. We hold the power, contain it, and the power keeps us strong. It's a fact. No matter what you want to think or what you want to believe, there's a balance. There's no 50-50. There's no 100-100. It's just a natural order. It's not a statement. All right? Why you think they're going so hard doing the dumb shit they is with the broken ones they have? Sadly. All right? So, appreciate y'all. And if y'all want to donate for the books, it's Cashapp. If you want to. It doesn't matter. 99-cent. People have donated 50 cents, 99-cent, dollar, whatever the fuck. And it helps me to get books. It really does. That's what it goes to. For those who've been with me for a while, they know. The moment I get it, I ordered a ton of fucking books. You know what I'm saying? Don't oversend no money like one sister did by accident, and I had to ordered books, and I had to pay her back $666. I was like, "What you doing sending 666? What the fuck?" 6 neurons, protons, electrons. Anyway, I hit y'all at we're going to about 12:30. Okay, that's when I'm eating my first meal, and see y'all then. Appreciate y'all.